Hello everyone, welcome in online classes from St.JOSEPH'S Academy, Nagar, Kasia. Today's topic is general knowledge, and for class 5, we will study about types of plants and great poets of India. Two topics we will consider today. Let us start with the first topic, that is type of plants. The types of plants. First of all, we will study about creepers. What are creepers? There are different kinds of plants are there. There are many varieties of the plants and many types of plants are there. Some plants are standing straight, some are big, some are small, some are very tender, very delicate, and some are climbing on the walls or with the help of some sport. So first one, we will study the creepers. The creepers, these have tendrils to bind with the sport. They creep on the ground or on the wall. Students, you have seen some plants are creeping on the ground, or when they will get some sport like some stick or the wall, they are climbing and they are having very delicate tendrils, very delicate branches, very thin branches, that is called the tendrils, which help them to bind around the sport and climb. The examples are pumpkin, watermelon, and cucumber. These are the examples of the creepers. Look here, this plant is climbing along the wall with the help of the wall. They are going up. These are called creepers. Now come to the next one. The next example is of the plant is herbs. So what are herbs? Herbs are plants with savory or aromatic properties that are used for flavoring and garnishing food, for medicinal purpose or for fragrance, excluding vegetables and other plants consumed for macronutrients. So they are used for aromatic. Some are giving some flavor. Some are used for medicine purpose, and they are used for garnishing the food like thyme, basil, and parsley. These are the examples of the herbs. Thymes, basil, and parsley. They are used for medicine also. Some are used for flavor. Some are used for garnishing purpose. They are herbs. The plants are very delicate and their size is also very small. Now let us go to the next types of the plant. The next one is the thorny plants. Thorny plants have sharp pointed thorns. These thorns protect them from their enemies and they are very soft. Students, you have seen the thorns on the rose plant, cactus, and duranta. And mostly the thorny plants are found in the desert like Rajasthan, where there is the deficiency of the water. Look here, this is cactus, variety of cactus. So these are thorny plants. They are having the sharp pointed thorns, and the thorns help them, protect them from the enemies, so that the grazing animals like cow, buffalo will not eat them due to the presence of thorns. And otherwise, they are very soft. The next one is the climbers. The climbers are climbing. These plants need support to climb and grow. These plants have green and delicate stems. Their stems are very delicate. The color is green due to the presence of chlorophyll. You have seen the money plant, grapevine, and the cucumber. The money plant you have seen, all of you have seen, all are having such kind of plants at their homes. Look here, this plant. This climber is climbing with the help of the trunk of the tree. They are climbing upward with the help of the tree. These are called climbers. Money plant, grapevines, and the cucumber. These are the examples of the climbers. Their stem is very delicate. They need some support. Their stem is delicate, so they cannot stand straight. They need some support to stand. Now come to the trees. The trees is a tall plant with a trunk and branches made of wood. Trees are having very thick trunk, solid, strong, and they are having the branches from the trunk. The trees can live for many years. The oldest tree ever discovered is approximately 5,000 years old. Look how old the trees. Due to their strength, they can survive for the long period. And the oldest tree from the UK is about 1,000 years old. The four main parts of the tree are roots, trunk, the branches, and the leaves. These are the four main types of the parts of the trees. Look here, the tree root. Root is under the ground and this thick part is called trunk. And these are the branches and the branches are having leaves. And the examples of the big trees are the banyan tree, neem tree, and the coconut tree. There are many trees, but these are some examples of the trees. The trees are very strong. Their trunk is very strong. And the roots also go very deep. If the trees are not getting the water for many years, they are getting it from the underground water. Already water is present under the ground. So this is all about the trees. Now, let's come to the next one. And the next one is the shrubs. So what are shrubs? The shrubs are any sort of woody, perpetual, thick plants that branch into a few stems or trunks at the base and is lighter than a tree. The shrubs are easy to spot. They are generally short and bushy, and one does not see a significant part of the stem. The shrubs are otherwise called bushes because the shrubs are very bushy. The bushes are broadly utilized for decoration. The example is tulsi and china rose. These are the examples of the shrubs. They are woody and their branches, very few stems are there. So this is the example of the shrub. Now let us start with the next one. The next one is chapter number 14. With this are all different kinds of the plants are over. Now let us start with the chapter 14. In the chapter 14, we will study about great poets of India. There are many poets, writers, authors are there. But today we will study about the great poets of India. There are many poets of India from many olden time. We are having the poets. Let us introduce with the poet. What is poet? The poet is a person who creates poetry. Poets may describe themselves as such or be described as such by others. A poet may simply be a writer of the poetry or may perform their art to an audience. So what are the poets? Who are the poets? The poets are the person who are writing poems. They are called poets. And their collection of the poem is called the poetry. They are writing the books on the poetries also. India has a rich poetic history that started from back in the Vedic time. From the Vedic time, we are having many great poets. India is having many great poets from the Vedic period. Now let us study about the names and the pictures of different poets. Recognize the pictures of some great poets of India. Picture is given. We will find out the name of the poets. The name of this poet is Mahadevi Varma. Mahadevi Varma. And the next one is, you are very aware of this face. He is Rabindranath Tagore from Bengal. He is poet also, writer also, and social reformer also. Now let us study about the next poet. Look at this face, and the name of this great poet is Sarojini Naidu. She's a very great poet of from her time. Sarojini Naidu, very popular name. Now this one is the Kabir. In our Hindi books, we all the books are having these poems of Kabir. That is called the Dohas of the Kabir. So all of us study about the Dohas of the Kabir. He is a very great poet. The next one is Amir Khusro. Amir Khusro wrote in Urdu also and in Hindi also many poems. These are the great poets of India. And here is Mirza Ghalib. Mirza Ghalib, a very popular poet. He wrote it in Urdu. His poetry is in Urdu. Mirza Ghalib, very renowned poet of his time. From the Vedic period, we are having the great poets. Now this one is the Mathlishan book. Mathlishan book wrote Hindi poems. He used Hindi for writing the poems. Many poems are you will study in your Hindi subject. Up to 10th standard, you will study many great poets' names and their poetry, and you will learn their bhavar also. Now this face, all of you are aware of this. He is Harivansh Rai Bachchan, the father of Amitabh Bachchan. He was a very great poet. Harivansh Rai Bachchan wrote many poems in Hindi. So with this, the great poets of India's chapter is over. Here is the time for the assignment. So what is your assignment? Write the features of different types of plants. We study different types of plants. You write down their features, their name of the variety of the plant, like creeper tree, and types of the branches, leaves, trunk. And next one is the search about great poets of India. We study about only some poets. There are many great poets of India. So with the help of the net, all of you search about the great poets of India and write down their names. With this, your chapter is over. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.